This is our second video on Learning Target 1 from our unit on systems of equations. This video is going to cover solving systems with matrices. Two important vocab terms is matrix and coefficient. A matrix is an organized set of numbers of the coefficients arranged in rows and columns. And a coefficient is a numerical quantity placed before and multiplying the variable in an algebraic expression. So 4x squared, the coefficient would be the 4. It's in front of the variable. And a matrix is basically taking all of those coefficients and arranging them in rows and columns. So let's take a system of equations such as 8x plus 14y equals 4 and negative 6x minus 7y equals negative 10 and turn this into a matrix. Our first column is going to be our two coefficients in front of the x, 8 and negative 6. Our second column is going to be our y coefficients, which is a positive 14 and a negative 7. And our last column are the constants, the numbers after the equal sign, which is 4 and negative 10. I'm allowed to write the matrix in this way because both the x and the y with their coefficient are on the left side of the equal sign. If this was in a different order, then I would not be able to turn it into this matrix. We refer to this as an augmented matrix. It's just the coefficients with the added column of what is after the equal sign from both of our equations. Now, why do we want to create a matrix out of a system of equations? We're going to use reduced row echelon form, or RREF for short. Here's the steps. We're going to make a system of all the coefficients and the constants, which is what I just did on the other screen. Then we're going to enter it into our calculator, into our graphing calculator. And we're going to use a command called RREF to solve it. We're going to go to the screen for matrix, which is in yellow above this x with the negative 1. So hit second, and then hit that button to go to the matrix screen. You're then going to go over to edit, and we're going to edit number 1 by hitting enter while number 1 is highlighted. It takes us to a screen where we want to enter 2 rows and 3 columns. Now we can enter in each of these sections the numbers from my matrix, which is 8, hit enter, 14, enter, 4, enter, negative 6, negative 7, and negative 10. Now I can quit this screen and come back to the main screen by hitting second and then the mode button to hit the yellow quit. Hit second and go back onto the matrix screen and use the arrows to go over the math. Scroll down until you see the RREF and hit enter to put it on the main screen. Go back into the matrix screen and not using the edit, we want to use the name section. Select number 1 where you entered your matrix. Then hit enter. Look at the format that we get. We get a new matrix that says 1, 0, 4, 0, 1, negative 2. I can rewrite this new matrix to actually give me the two parts of my solution. Since the first column is the x, basically I'm saying that the x with no y's is equal to 4, and that with no x's but one y is equal to negative 2, giving me my final answer of 4, negative 2. We can do this with any size matrix. It doesn't matter what letters we have. We can even use letters such as R, S, and T. We do this simply by turning this into a matrix. In this matrix, I'm going to have 4 columns and 3 rows. Negative 3, 1, 2, and 2. The second row is going to have 1, -1, 4, and 10. And the last row would have 3 and 0 because there's no s's in that third equation. -8 and -15. This is my matrix. We'll use our graphing calculator one more time. Go to the matrix screen. You can enter this as a new matrix. So you can go down to B. This matrix has 3 rows and 4 columns. It looks like there is only 3 columns here, but if you use the arrows, you'll find the other 4th one. Okay, I've gone ahead and entered that matrix into my calculator. Time to go back to the main screen by hitting quit. Go back into the matrix menu, go to math, and scroll down until you find the RREF. Go back into the matrix menu, but this time select B, which is our 3x4 matrix. Here is my reduced row echelon form, which is telling me that the R is 3, the S is 5, and the T is also 3. I can write this in coordinate form as 3, 5, 3 for my final answer. So matrix makes solving systems very simple and easy. If you have any questions, make sure you text me or you write down your questions and bring them back in the class. Don't forget to answer the questions after the video and submit them, otherwise I don't have record of you participating.